the amazing achievements of mine in wrestling and in life. And if you look up the stats, my achievements are amazing. But the greatest joy of my life is being a dad. Not just to the biological children that I acknowledge, but as a wrestling dad. After 16 years in the business and turning 44 next week, you can send your gifts to Big West Wrestling. But in my years in life and in the wrestling business, I'm looked to as a dad in the locker room. Abbotsford Agri Fair this past year, everyone looked to me until Dad got mad and then they ran and hid, which was a good idea. I was in Abbotsford just this past weekend and I watched young men and women from the lower mainland strut around with attitudes. And I get it. You're Vancouver kids, you think you're a big deal. But here in the Okanagan, some of our young kids are starting to think they're a big deal too. And you are. You're talented. You've been trained by some of the best, including myself. But when you strut around with attitude, thinking that you're better than anyone else that has been in the business longer than you, then we have a problem. And when Daddy gets mad, Daddy has to punish. And that's what this weekend is all about. It's a re-education system for you youngsters that think you're a big flippin' deal. The Okanagan will not turn into the snot-nosed cesspool that is Vancouver. February 15th, Lake City Bowling. Sean Gaston, Braden Goss. You two think you're all that in a bag of chips. Well, let me tell you something. You smart-mouth punks are going to get punished by myself and my dear friend Davey Deals and my manager Ryan O'Ryan. We're going to teach you a goddamn lesson in respect, whether you like it or your fans like it. And I know they ain't gonna. And then February 16th, the triumphant return to the West Bank Lions Hall, the venue that Marty Sugar made famous. Sure, the women are the feature match, but you know what? Chucky Lee Ray, you and I are going to tear the house down again. And I appreciate your fire, and I appreciate your determination, and I appreciate that the fans are falling in love with you more and more every week. But if you think that your last match with me was tough, almost as tough as that damn plywood board we tried to put each other through, you have no idea the hell you're going to feel in West Bank. Daddy's coming. Punishment's coming. Be ready.